Hey everybody, it's Frozen, and today I want to talk to you not really about backpacking, but something that hits very close to home to me. And I've been seeing a trend of this ever since I released my AT documentary, A Journey of the Soul, which I'm amazed at how many views that video has gotten. I've gotten such great response to that, and I couldn't be happier with that. So thank you guys for the support on that. I really enjoyed telling my story of what happened to me personally. Moving on to someone else's story though, I really wanted to share with you what I received in my email a few days ago. If you notice, there's something new on the wall right here, and I'm going to talk about that today as well. But first, let me get to the story, and I'm just going to read this verbatim. Hi Frozen. I was a firefighter for about 10 years when I was injured on the job with chemical burns to my throat and lungs. I had to be flown from the fire scene and spent 2 weeks in the ICU burn unit. After that, I could no longer do my duties and had to resign from a job that was an absolute dream to me. After that, I became very depressed and in a very bad place. The doctor had me on medication to combat my depression, but I felt like I was in a trance and couldn't handle the way it made me feel all the time. I tell you this because I stopped my meds and my doc had suggested that I do something new, like hiking. I was skeptical and I didn't know the first thing really about it, so I Googled it to do a little research. The first thing that came up was your AT documentary, and it was a great video. I then started planning trips and going out on my own adventures and absolutely fell in love with the experience. No medication can ever come close to being alone with nature and being able to clear my mind like the way this has. With all this said, if I had not found your video of your experience, I would have never gotten on my own adventure. I've watched all of your work and learned so much from you, so I just wanted to say thank you. He goes on to saying that he does a little woodwork on the side. He actually, after doing some more research, he has his own company that he makes custom signs. So he made this sign for me, and as a gesture, just sent it over to me. And one of the coolest parts about this sign is that it's LED backlit with, of course, blue, my favorite color. So this was submitted by a guy named Jonathan. Jonathan owns a store called Country Heritage Creations. If you're interested in something like this, I'll leave a link in the description box to this video. But the whole point of this story was to tell me that the outdoors has changed and helped Jonathan's depression. And that hit close to home for me. Before I started the AT, most of you know, I was pretty depressed, and I didn't know how depressed I was until a few months out on the trail, until I had time to, I guess, think about stuff, kind of reconcile everything in my mind, and then it all of a sudden just hit me, and it threw me for a loop. I was at the part with facing my demons. That's where all this came in, and after that, I just had a new outlook on life. I trusted people again, and everything just kind of seemed to fall into place. And as cliche as it sounds, it's the same story over and over again. I'm getting countless stories in my email box since that documentary dropped. And really, I think there is something to just being outside. Maybe people don't need to be on certain depression medications or bipolar or anything like that. Obviously, you need to listen to your doctor about this, but if nothing's working for you, you might want to try just getting outside more, getting some vitamin D into your system, having that time alone to just reconcile all the stuff that's been kind of being pushed back in your mind without you thinking about it subconsciously. So guys, next week we're going to go back to backpacking topics. I'm trying to get out on another little stealth campsite. From what I heard, the PA state parks are still not opened. So I might try to head south. I don't know what else to do here, but it's kind of ruining my plans. Me and the Tramley were actually going to buy plane tickets to go to New Zealand to do the Te Aurora Trail. We're going to do a through hike of the Northern Island, which would have took about 2 weeks to do. And we all decided that that can't happen yet. You need to be in a 2-week self-quarantine or mandatory quarantine, excuse me, when you go overseas right now. And we're just not sure what's going to happen. That trip was scheduled for November, and we had to cancel it. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing for backpacking, but like literally I can't do anything yet. So it's very frustrating. Know that I'm trying to get outside. This is a backpacking channel after all. But I think this depression thing really needs to be handled very delicately right now because of what the world is going through. So if you know anyone that is maybe not doing so well, reach out to them. I know you guys are backpackers because you're on this channel, but maybe they're not. Maybe suggest going on a day hike and seeing how it goes. You never know. You could change someone's life indirectly. Anyway, I'm Frozen with Outdoor Adventures. That's all I got today, but I will see you on the trail in the very near future. Be safe out there, guys.